The game begins not long before your first birthday. Will you be male or female? I will be a male. You're in a warm, dark, comfortable place. This has been your place since you became aware that you're alive. It's almost time to enter a different world now. Select an action. Come out fighting. Come out peacefully. Stay in a little longer. What's up, people? The second video of this channel, and probably the second one that will not be watched. So I'm just going to play through this, reading the text, nothing more. I will be coming out after a little while. I'm just going to stay in a little longer. Okay, you certainly can be blamed for waiting, wanting to stay in a place safe and warm. Besides, you're learning early the social merits of being fashionably late. Select an action. I will come out fighting. Yes, I can certainly understand how troublesome it can be. How it can seem to be convinced. Yes, I can certainly understand how troublesome it can seem to be evicted unexpectedly. You have every right to feel angry. You are getting a little too big to be carried out around in your mom's belly. Those big back aches were really starting to get on her nerves. Besides, your dad had to suffer through a lot for the past couple of months and wasn't actually Mr. Sunshine either. Get ready to be born in a flurry of waving arms, screams, and a slap on the bottom. Happy birthday and welcome to the world. From now on, life will begin to change rapidly. You will learn to accept responsibility, build up resources, manage yourself physically and emotionally. The events that transpire over the course of the next days include your rich Aunt Martha places £500 in trust for you. The doctors note that your breathing is a bit irregular and suggest special monitoring equipment to avoid serious problems and develop an allergy to milk and have to be given a special formula. Next, before we get properly started, let's begin a few questions to establish your personality. I will answer these questions honestly. Yes, I will. The people who know me best like me as a person. Yes. When I'm ill, I become short-tempered and snap at people. No. I just lay around in bed and do nothing. I am likely to speak whatever comes to mind. No, I overthink a lot. An important part of every job is knowing who to impress. No, I don't like impressing people. I like to stay quiet. I think that questions like this are stupid and meaningless. No, because it's for progression of the game. Log in and save. Continue without saving. Welcome to birth and infancy. Every man is the architect of his own fortune. So I'm not going to try even to pronounce. Okay, welcome to a new series. The meaning of this is to get to know me better, and it was fun. It looked fun. Every episode is going to be about half of a life cycle of a life stage, like infancy. So I'm going to try and do the best that I can. Let's see. Occupation none. Relation status unattached. Familial 50. Intellectual 43. Physical 45. Social 71. Focus speaking 75. Calmness 44. Confidence 81. Expressiveness 45. Excuse me for my English. It's not my best. It's also not my native language. Okay. A woman walks into a room holding a blanket and a bottle with warm white liquid. Select a mood. I'm happy, and I'm going to go. I don't even know what that is, but it's probably the opposite of crying. As your mom walks towards you, she notices that you are smiling happily in the crib. Just as she steps into the room, the doorbell rings. She assumes that because you are smiling, you are in no great need of attention. She lays the bottle in the crib and runs off to answer the door. You are? I'm patient. Yes, you certainly are. You will occupy your time by staring at the wall and ceilings until she returns. There are pretty pictures on the walls, which stimulate you and contribute to the development of creativity that you will undoubtedly possess in later life. What I'm trying to accomplish is be the nicest person that there can be, or I'm going to be myself, probably number two, because fuck it. You don't have very many skills yet. As a matter of fact, life is pretty boring. Select a mood. Restless, irritable, quiet. I am quiet and I'm going to look around. You look around and see a large blur, about 11 inches away from your eyes. Every once in a while it moves. Hey, wait a minute. Just as you had the thought, it moved again. Keep looking. Congratulations, you have found your hand. This may not seem like much of a discovery, but it is. You will have to learn how to control your hands as a part of childhood development. When you're an adolescent, those hands are going to get you in quite a bit of trouble because that requires a different kind of hand control. That can be taken out of context. Lying on your stomach in the crib, you notice an interesting object an arm's distance away. It has a round shape at the top and a ring on the bottom. Determination, and I'm going to grasp for the object. You have the fighting spirit of Uncle Bill. You sneak and crawl on your belly like a combat soldier into battle. You reach your destination, grab the rattle confidently and drool on it. In victory, intellectual spirit shows a marked increase. Select an action. Shake the rattle, keep drooling on it, and emit a pleasurable yell. I already played some of this and also watched some playthroughs. This, emit a pleasurable yell, is for your vocal abilities, and shaking the rattle is for physical abilities. I'm going to go for vocal and intellectual, because as the house right now, I'm going to try to max everything out as quick as possible. This simulates your vocal cords and language centers in your brain. Good language skills are essential in development, and intellectual spirit increases. If no one is looking, give a little yell yourself for choosing this option. Go on, did you do it? Yay! Yes, I did it. Good. I just gave you some extra social points for being a good sport. Hooray. Hurrah. You are lying on the floor of a big room, on a soft, furry blanket. You are on your back, staring at the shadows that sometimes creep across the ceiling. Every so often, mom and dad pass by and make a funny face. Your hands grope in all directions and your feet pat the floor gently, almost out of control. I'm going to be happy. Now I'm going to be sad and make an O shape with my mouth because I'm random. Even though you're in a bad mood, this seems like great fun. Your mood takes a turn for the better. Someone walks by, you think, hey, here I am. Turn toward the person, move your face back and forth. I'm going to turn toward the person. You are too young to keep the person in view for a long time. Whoever it is, he passes by. You're too young to keep the person in view for a long time. Whoever it is, he moves past in a blur. Social. You're laying down in your crib and are greeted by a noisy neighbor who has a child around your age. The neighbor says, "My, look at the funny little nose." She turns to your mother and adds, "Don't worry, dear. I hear no certain last thing that look truly human." She picks you up. Oh, that bitch just pissed me off. I'm going to be angry and vengeful and cry. Where? You make it sound as though she's killing you. Your mom quickly takes you from her arms and gives her a dirty look. Revenge is sweet. You have just awakened from a nice long nap. Your mom comes into the room and wants to hold you. I'm going to be happy and I'm going to do nothing. You have chosen an appropriate response, or at least we haven't thought of it. Please make a different selection. Okay, I'm going to be happy and I'm going to smile. This is a great way to make a new mom feel good. Your consideration earns you points in many spirits. You will find that as life progresses, pleasing mother becomes harder and harder. In a few years, it will take doing chores and going to the store before you know it. You want you to become a doctor or lawyer. Enjoy your infancy while you can. Your mom picks you up so that your face touches her face. Move your mouth. Be still. I'm going to move my mouth. If you gave your first kiss, this may not seem like a very big deal to you, but it's very important for your mother. The bad part is that now you will have to repeat this act until your entire family becomes aware of your new talent. You can avoid kissing overly affectionate relatives by dribbling on them at just the right moment. Intellectual. You're lying down in your crib while your mom and dad are speaking in the other room. You hear their voices deep and muffled from beyond the door. Why aren't they paying attention to you? I'm going to be happy and I'm going to sleep. It's very considerate of you to leave your parents with some time alone together. It does seem like a perfect opportunity to attract some attention. However, you have a comfortable nap and wake up feeling hungry. I'm going to make noises. You make a variety of noises using your mouth, lips and saliva. You make them over and over again. Suddenly your mom comes in. Select an action. Be quiet and attentive. Keep making noises. This brings your mom closer to you. She smiles at you and this makes you feel very excited. You pound your hands up and down on the crib mattress. And your feet like a person riding on a bicycle. You begin to notice that your sounds and movement create responses from others. Make sounds at mom. Make sounds at mom. Dama. Your mom hears this combination and gets excited. Discusses you to say it over and over. Your mom is reinforcing this combination of sounds with attention, and you're reinforcing her attention with these sounds, keeping her close to you. This marks the beginning of language development and is a very significant moment in your life. Intellectual, emotional, and social spirits increase. The first time I played this is the second time I played this, was because of another YouTuber named Slyfox, and when I got into being a kid instead of a baby, I was kidnapped, tortured, and killed. So we're going to try and avoid that, and I know how to. It's time to go to Aunt Lucy's house. It's chilly outside and you need to be dressed in a coverall type suit. Playful, cooperate. What a good baby. Your mother has very little trouble getting you into your suit. Your grandmother holds you while your mom gets dressed. Give her a great spit on her, ignore her. I would love to do this, but yeah, I'm going to do this. Grandma says, what has your mother been feeding you, you poor thing? I'll bet it was terrible Frankfurt puree you had for lunch. She gets a warm cloth and washes your face. You have to be taken out of your suit to be cleaned. I'm going to cooperate. What a good baby. Your mother has very little getting you into Oh, so this is just a loop. I'm going to give you a great big smile. You're behaving yourself very nicely today. This is one of those experiences that your grandmother will always remember. You have just become one of her favorite grandchildren, and will be rewarded handsomely later in life. This can all this can help you this can help you if you get yourself into a jam, which you undoubtedly will. Let's see. I'm going to play fill here or here. Make this row. Oh no, I'm going to go till here to the physical. And that's when I'm going to end the episode. Okay. Intellectual. You're quietly playing with your father's brand new calculator. Look, the back of it lists off very easily. Inquisitive and look, touch and take apart. Your little fingers make efficient pliers. You pluck out the electronic components, tasting one or two as you go along. They're definitely not for eating. You know that will be pleased at you, at your fixing his toy. Yes, he will. Intellectual. You're exploring the playpen and are feeling very lively. Like a prize fighter, you grab hold of the playpen bars and shake back and forth, flexing your knees. Determined, I'm going to take some steps. You are showing early signs of confidence mixed with just the right amount of risk taking. Even the most confident of sort meet with an occasional flaw, which is literally what you do. You pick yourself up for a second, try. Goddamn neighbors, drilling while I'm recording. You pick yourself up for a second try and have limited success. 2 small steps for a baby, 1 giant leap for baby kind. I remember my first, at least my parents say, my first word was auto, which in English means car. And my second word was dinosaur, or dinosaurus. And I believe my fifth word was mom or dad, or mama, papa. Mom and dad are entertaining some friends and you are minding your own business, sitting quietly in the corner of the room. Suddenly, a man with a big nose and a shiny head puts his face right up to yours and says something in a loud voice. I'm going to calmly hit the man in the nose, because when somebody scares me, I automatically react with a punch. Don't know why. It just happens. Okay, I'm going to be terror and hit the man in the nose. Bam! You gave him a right to the schnoz, which feels rough and oily. You are terrified and he thinks you are playing with him. Fortunately, your dad spots him and ushers him back to bother people closer to his age. Ah, that bastard. You're sitting in your high chair eating your lunch, which consists of crackers, strained peas, and a mug of milk. Wasn't I allergic for milk? You're just learning how to eat with utensils. Curious? Pick up the super duck plastic drinking cup. Try to use the spoon. Don't know why. I like spoons. Ever try to put a spoon on your nose? If it doesn't work, lick it and then dry it off. First you put the back end of the spoon in your mouth. Then you lift the cup with both ends and try blowing through the spoon as it were a straw. Nothing happens. Keep playing with the spoon and cup. Curiosity and persistence are actually early sign of initiative personality. One day during a late childhood, you may find yourself attempting to rewire the electric hairdryer and have a shocking experience. For now, you stir the milk rapidly with a spoon, place the spoon inside the cup and tip the high chair. No, don't stir it. It makes bubbles. It bounces off the cup and hits your face. It causes the cup to fly over the tray and spill all over you. This is great. Your mother fails to understand the true significance of your discoveries, but acts surprisingly tolerant. Up until this point in life, Wesley Wabbit, your stuffed toy has been one of your best friends. You take him everywhere with you, but he is beginning to get on in years. One of his ears is torn off, and a recent eye injury has made his face look a little lopsided. It suggested that Wesley should be retired. You wake up one day to discover Wesley has been moved from the place where you last spotted him. Suspicious? Seek information. You confront Mom with the fact that Wesley was not on the spot where he was last disposited. She claims to have seen him. She claims to have not seen him either. You are not satisfied with the act. Wisely, you're persistent. This time she tells you that Wesley left because he wanted to be friends who were more like him. She tells you that next week you will have a new visitor, a brand new friend who will be just as nice as Wesley. You are satisfied. It's unfortunate that little children are so naive. You will get a new doll, but it's clearly that your mother has made a terrible mistake. Wesley has just been assigned to a spot on the bottom of a pile of trash at the city dump. Life is tough, and this is only the beginning. Well, that's fucked up. You don't go throw away your friends. That's just wrong. While being taken to the park, your dad meets an old college buddy who is wheeling a baby about your age. As the two dads talk, you casually begin to eye the baby in the other carriage. Curious. Put your finger near the other baby's face and poke its eye out. A baby, you wonder if it has all the same parts as you. Touch the baby's arm, because if you poke it in the face, it's probably going to get hurt. The baby touches you back. You are exploring the environment and learning about one another. This causes your intellectual spirit to increase. You seem to like one another. You've made your first friend. This is going to be the last part, and then I'm going to end the episode. You're alone in the kitchen and begin to explore the closets in the refrigerator. Curious but cautious, move towards the pantry. Although the refrigerator, because I like food. Damn you! Stop drilling! You have a grand time examining and smelling many items in the kitchen. You are young, but have obviously learned that many things can hurt you if you put them in your mouth. You should know that some of the other choices could have led you to early death as a result of accidentally poisoning. Your judgment is superb and will help you in later life. Well, that's the end for the first episode, and mostly reading instead of interacting with you guys. But for now, let's end it. Bye bye.